Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of Generation Wrestling Podcast. As always, it's yours truly, the 28-year-old piece of gold of franchise, aka the showstopper, better known as the GOW's resident tribal chief. And with me, as always, I got my tag team partner, my brother, my family. He is the flyest in the room, Mr. 1, 2, 3. Pin that ass down, King Breezy, aka King Too Cold in the building, bro. What's going on?
Man, nothing much, man. Was hoping maybe we get a little bit of a a good Raw after Mania, but it was okay. It was okay.
Yeah,
It's a
man. This
nice
is
match
much
going
like
on right now. I mean, I will say that it is a nice match going on right now. It's a Texas tornado match going on right now.
Yeah. Much like gas station weed and K2 and potpourri, this has been very mid. But hey, I mean, people told me that I've never tried. All right, but to go with that being said, man, like we said, man, this is the first Raw after Mania. All right, man, let's kind of go down the card real quick. So to start off tonight, we had that boy, the American Nightmare, Cody Luther King. He came out and he cut a promo for the ages. My boy, I swear, man, my boy grew up in the Baptist home because he came out and it was a real tearjerker, I tell you.
Man, look here, dude.
Yo,
Was it me, or did it sound like the crowd was just not that pumped? I know it was like 70 something thousand when he showed up for WrestleMania because
yeah.
everybody was expecting him to show for WrestleMania. I don't know, man. Was it? I mean, not to say that they weren't excited and it wasn't loud, but it did. I don't know. It just didn't seem as loud as I thought it would be. Or
I
was that
mean,
just me?
bro,
Could just been
let,
me.
let-
Could just been me.
no. 'Cause I did notice, the crowd wasn't as. I mean, of course, when Cody first came out and everything, the initial intro, everybody was hyped. But,
Right.
dude, you gotta think about it, bruh. Look at how much wrestling has been going on in the last 3 days in Dallas, bruh. They tired, boss.
Yeah, did you also notice that Cody's thing, his head was poking out? When you could see Cody's head when they went to his camera. So
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like Cody was just standing there poking out, looking at the people. Then all of a sudden they raised him up, and then as he's walking down, they finally played the pyro. I don't know if he was laughing because it was late or what, but I don't know. It was just I don't know. It just seemed kind of off to me. I don't know. I just noticed. I was just noticing too much little shit.
I
Like
no,
damn.
no,
Uh-oh.
it wasn't just you because I noticed it too. Because okay, so when they what's up, Leo? Okay, so when Cody first
What did
came
Leo
up,
say?
what do you say? Hold on,
Uh,
the energy isn't there
Oh
like in
yeah.
past post Mania Raws, which is very true.
I thought this one might feel a little different at least, but I guess I was wrong, man. I just a little bit. I didn't expect too much, but just just a
Just a
little,
smidge, just a tad bit, because
just a little bit more, just a little bit more. But it is what it
I'm,
is. But go ahead, bro.
no. So when Cody came up or whatever, the whole thing just looked weird, like because I thought he was coming up through the stage. I didn't realize. Oh no, he's not coming up through the stage. He's just the camera angle is super low, and he's just coming up on the lift on top of the stage. Because I'm looking, I'm like, where the hell is Cody at? Because I'm like, the screen looked different. Like, what the hell? And then when they did the far shot, you see this little narrow ass ramp. I'm like, oh, they put a ramp on a ramp. Okay.
Hell no, to have him come up like so now that's what they're gonna do for him every time. Every time now
uh,
he's got to come up through the goddamn stage. He can't just walk out like everybody else.
but
Oh man,
but 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 you gotta
this is
remember
gonna
in
be.
AEW, but you gotta remember in AEW, he didn't walk out like everybody else. In
But
AEW,
their
he had
stage was built for that. Raw doesn't have that type of stage anymore. They got that big ass screen, so they don't have the height in the stage no more. Now it's a flat
yeah.
surface, so you just walk out. So it's like now they got to makeshift a whole thing for Cody every time he gets ready to come out. Like I wonder how long that's gonna go before they be like, all right, man, Cody, we got people that we got better shit for them to do. We don't. Man, we ain't got time to build this stage, man. We got other stuff we got to build up, man. You just gonna have to walk out like
Well,
everybody
shit, with all that goddamn Saudi money they getting, they can build Cody his
else.
own set.
Oh man, look, hey,
Shit,
look that, but
as
that
much
was
as
I
desperate
just
as
thought that
being
was bad though.
prevent.
I mean, even it was as much as he's done. I mean, still, man.
You get
Your
that
head
man
is
his own set,
yeah.
goddamn
Hey,
it.
look here, man. Your head ain't supposed to be popping out, man. You ain't supposed to be. You ain't supposed to be peeking out at the people. It's supposed to be a surprise. We ain't supposed to just see at your head. I'm gonna need to get. I'm gonna need for them to get a taller stage, man. Because dude, apparently he's a tall guy. He's got a little height on him. So I'm gonna need them to get them a bigger stage. So his head ain't his head ain't popping out like
Hey, you seen him
that.
before you supposed to see him?
All right, man. I'm like, why? Because it just looked it weird, man. And then it just brought him up, and then it looked like it didn't even bring him up all the way. Then, so I had to push up a little bit more. It was like, dude, come on, man, really? Like I said, just noticing too much, man. Just like, damn,
I
this is
can
the
hear
way this
Vince on the
started.
truck. Lift the goddamn stage. Kevin Dunn over there shitting his britches.
He like,
God
man, it's
damn
good. He said you got to remix it, Vince. You got to play with it when it goes up there. That
it.
ah
Oh
man, but
man.
no man, the speech was. But I'm not gonna lie. Okay, as far as his promo though, I know we were, we were making fun of him. But as far as his
Yeah.
promo though, I didn't have a problem with the promo, because I already understood from 3 years ago what was going down.
Okay.
Cody left to prove a point. And while being gone, because you think about it, he left. He went to Ring of
Hmm.
Honor. He went to Impact. He went to New Japan, I think he went to Impact, but he went to New Japan. But he went to other companies, and he was building that brand of his.
Yeah.
And while doing that, he came up with the young, but he met up with them, and then they got to talking about something, and they met Tony Khan, and boom, boom, and then here comes AEW. So the goal was always to prove Vince and them wrong.
Yeah.
And we always said if he ever got the opportunity, he should take it. But we never quantify how long it would be. We questioned it. I mean, but we figured he was gonna sign again by the next contract. We figured the
Yeah.
next contract he's signing. All right, he ain't going nowhere, but he didn't sign it. He left. He came back. But honestly, you think about it. You think about the age that Cody is right now. You think about really his, just where he's at right now. Man, it's the height of his career that he's gonna ever be. Right now, he is at the absolute peak of where he is going to be. If he's
Yeah.
going to cash in and be in WWE, he's going to do it now. And I have no problem with that. Yeah, you can say this or that, but at the same time, I have no problem with him making this decision and being back, and then him being back uh, to get the title that his dad supposedly didn't even really win because it was a
Yeah.
disqualification, and he won by
Right.
disqualification, but the championship advantage. So he didn't really get to hold the belt. So that's his reason to come into WWE and prove that he can and will be WWE champion. Okay, I can buy that. I can buy that because I know a lot of that to be truth and fact. And I mean, he basically said it. So it's like, yeah. And we all wonder why he couldn't do the AEW championship. We know why, but we were mad at him for making that stipulation. But maybe that was the reason why he made the stipulation. Maybe he didn't want to win the AEW championship before not winning this championship.
Mm.
I'm not saying that's what it was, but I got to thinking. I just got to thinking a little bit. So it is what it is. What it is.
All right. So going back to Cody, I'm gonna break it down, man, because I agree with you. But I want to play devil's advocate too, like the game.
Hmm.
The doctor's advocate. I'm the devil's advocate. Um, as a fan, I like it, but I'm still kind of hurt because AEW was so new, right? AEW was like, the anarchist show. AEW was that underground, screw the system type show. It was, hey,
Hmm.
we don't like what they're doing over here, so we're gonna go over here. We're gonna make our own thing. We're gonna make it in the image and mold it in the image that we wish this other place upheld. Now,
Right.
for the first couple years, WWE, them guys over there, the Fed, as some people like to call it, they
Hmm.
try to ignore the presence of AEW. They try to sweep it under the rug. They try to crush them by putting on their show at the same time, that being NXT. WWE tried to do everything they could, and then even in the midst of the pandemic, what few months in, it looked like it was a done deal for AEW. But guess what? They went to Daly's place. They made it happen real quick, and even now, AEW is bigger than ever with John Moxley, with Brian Daniels, with so many other people. So, but at the end of the day, the one thing that Cody said and Jericho and the Bucks, at the end of the day, they wanted wrestlers to get paid their worth. They wanted
Mm-hmm.
wrestlers to know their worth. They wanted professional wrestling companies to know the
To
worth.
know their
It was
worth.
almost like taking the power out of the hand, the company, and giving it to the wrestlers, right? Kind of like
Mm-hmm.
what LeBron did for the NBA. People say, LeBron destroyed the NBA because now people feel like players got too much leverage. You can say that all across the board. There's no loyalty in teams anymore. At the end of the day, people don't care about playoffs. People don't care about championships. It's, hey, look, man, I took my team here. Hey, this is what I'm worth. If you don't give it to me, I'll go to a team I know might not give me the chip, but they're gonna give me the money. Now, at the end of the day, Cody Rhodes, I'm not saying that's the case because he's definitely made it clear he's going back for that championship that his dad never won, that he's never won.
Mm-hmm.
So I get that, but at the end of the day, Cody is also in a better position financially and creatively. I watched an interview with
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes yesterday, and he said, "Look, part of my deal is this. I'm waiting for a WWE writer to come with a bad idea to me because I'm going to shut it down." Hearing him say that out loud, I'm like, okay, you know what? If you truly have 100% autonomy over your character, if you have 100% creative control over your character, if that's what you worked for, and you can truly be you like you were in AEW, at that point, I'm not mad because guess what? How can I be mad? Because if I could be myself in WWE, as much as I love AEW, hell yeah, I want to go to WWE. I want to be myself and go to WrestleMania and wrestle Seth freaking Rollins, the best in the world. Hell yeah, I want to know that I'm going to probably be guaranteed a world title shot or at least one world title reign. So, as much as we complain about WWE, we got to also understand WWE is still the standard. Now, is AEW a great second choice? Is Impact a great second choice? Is Ring of Honor a great second choice? A great alternative? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But let's not kid ourselves. WWE is still WWE. So with
Yeah.
that being said, he already said, hell no to Stardust. Fuck Stardust. Cody Rhodes literally has gotten everything he possibly wanted. And if he's got what he's wanted for himself and as a character, hey, who am I to tell this man he made a wrong decision? I can't.
Nah, no, you can't, and that's why it's like people feel like he betrayed. No, ain't no betrayal. Ain't no betrayal. They had it. They negotiated. He told them what they want. They told him what they were willing to do. They didn't meet. They said, "Well, thank you for your time and service." He said, "Thank you for your time. For allowing me to be here and do what I do, and just give to the people that need it the most." And
Yeah.
he made
And I
a
think people
decision.
kind of forget. Like, didn't the Young Bucks kind of do a similar thing with how they came to AEW when they were in the middle of a contract, I believe. And I believe they were supposed to renegotiate, but they didn't. So it's like it's business. It's
Yeah,
business,
yeah,
you know. And as much as we fans may like it or may not like it, at the end of the day, too cold. You and I, we talked about this. If you have a better job opportunity, and we're in the sense of sports, we're talking here. If you got a better sense of a job opportunity, somebody gonna pay you more to do the same thing you're doing the way you want to do it. Hey,
uh-huh.
as much as I love the boys in the back, as much as I love the company, at the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you, your wife, your kids, and it is what it is. So if you look like a traitor, hey, only you really know your true intentions.
Right. No, I get you, man, and that's why I say, I'm not. I'm shocked. I'm just shocked he left so early. I
Yeah,
figured he would have put a couple of more years in before he left to go back.
yeah.
Always expected him to go back.
You caught it.
Just thought it would be a couple of more years.
Absolutely. All right, man. We gave Cody about 15 minutes. Let's kind of get through some more of this card. All right, so
I
then we get the first.
mean, well, there was a reason for that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, nah, for sure. So we get Dominic Mysterio. You know what? I'm not about to go through this. We just gonna talk about the highlights of the show.
I was
All
about to
right,
say, man,
so
just say who won, man. Just say who
yeah, I'm about to
won.
say. So we got the Miz squashing Dominic Mysterio, but then we also got your new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the Boston Glow Connection, as they had a hell of a match with Rhea Ripley and oh my God, Liv Morgan. Now we will find
Bro,
out that what's up.
how can you forget about the most important person, man?
Who?
Veer finally returned. He finally appeared, man.
I was getting it. I was
Veer.
getting it. I was gonna double back. I was gonna say Veer came
Oh,
and
okay.
whooped Dominic Mysterio's ass, which
Oh,
he
okay.
did. Veer finally showed up, bruh. Veer
Yeah.
finally has arrived. Okay, but speaking of people that's arrived, as we waiting on the tribal chief, you're undisputed
Oh, that's
WWE
10 minutes,
World
bro.
Heavyweight
You
Champion
that's 10 minutes, man. We got 10 more minutes
Roman
before he
Reigns.
get to the ring.
Come down, yeah. But bro, okay, what the fuck is up with Elias, and who the fuck is Ezekiel?
Man. I don't know, man. Elias shaved his beard and he became a whole nother person.
Bro, Elias look like a pedophile,
He really
bro.
did. He really did.
Like,
Uh,
I don't know what the conversation was, but Vince, let that man grow his beard back at the very least.
put some pants back on that man. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
you put some pants on that man. All right, he just don't look right. Okay, or change his outfit color or something, man.
Hey, Nathan says, when will we see the new WWE title? See, my thing is, I don't know if they're going to do it with a new title altogether, or if they're going to do it like Becky Lynch, where she defended both for a while and it just lost one.
Okay, I'm about to say yeah. He's. I'm gonna say he's. I don't know either. Watching him raise that championship with the bad arm. I mean, he had to straighten it out. He held it up there though. He got it out like a G. But
Yeah.
yeah.
You see he's shaking his arm a little bit.
Yeah. But man, I don't think they're gonna get rid of the championship. I like how the Usos are walking out with both of them. They got the,
Yeah.
they got the both. They got their title, but they're walking out with both of the big titles. I like that.
My boy Roman Reigns is in God mode, greatest on a different level.
You know how happy USA was. This is all USA wanted. This was
Bruh,
this
USA
was
is claiming
all
they fans
USA
right now.
wanted. This is all they wanted. They just wanted Roman Reigns to show up and be on the show. That's it.
Bro,
They just wanted that.
Aquaman is now on USA and Fox.
Hey man, he doing what he do. I mean, he's
Hey
in
man,
God mode right now.
my boy got a hell of a tan on him, man. Jason Momoa had the second coming.
Hey man, look, God mode.
God mode, baby, God
Hey,
mode. Roman.
undisputed champion.
Hey, Earl says maybe they're about to present the new belt now. If they do, you better do something that's way better than that whack ass Intercontinental that they try to recreate. Piece of shit.
Man, you know what they're gonna do? They just gonna take the Universal and just leave them the WWE Championship, and there you go. There you go.
I can
There you
see
go.
that
That's
shit.
exactly what that is.
I can see that shit. Or what did they come out with a new
Ah,
belt and this got God on the face? Ooh.
God mode. It's the God belt. God's belt. It's gonna be called God's belt.
Well, for the yeah, never mind. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, yeah. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Yeah, yeah,
You already got your bus ticket to hell. I mean, but you
yeah,
don't add any salt to injury. You got
yeah.
enough.
Oh man. Hey, look, man. I was just, God, Jesus got a sense of humor. Yahweh, Yeshua, whatever y'all call him. Oh man.
Oh man, I'm sitting here watching Roman. I'm looking at his face, man. Like his
Yeah,
arm hurts.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
my G, his arm hurts.
Dude, his arm
His
hurt like
arm hurts.
shit. You could
Yeah,
tell. He
it
looks
do.
like he want to cry right now.
Dude, it's like, dude, he got to put,
Yeah.
yeah, that arm
He,
hurts.
hey, my boy, hey, he thugging it out right now, but my guy is
For real.
in pain.
That's all right.
And
He
you
had
could
a
tell he
battle.
hurt because he don't even want to hold the damn title. She's like, Paul, get this shit.
Like, Paul, grab this man. Come on, Paul. Come on, Paul.
Like pretty please. Wise
Ah
man.
man. All
Okay.
right, man. Before he get to talking, you know it can take a minute, man. Finish off the rest of the show, and then we can get to Roman.
All right, man. So we had the Street Profits. They ended up beating Alpha Academy and the Texas
Tornado match,
Tornadoes, whatever the
tag
fuck.
match. Yeah.
Yeah. They beat them. And let's see, we had
Oh,
RK. Well, yo.
Omos, man, MVP. What I tell you?
Oh my God. Yeah, how did I
What
forget,
I
man?
tell you?
So we had MVP turn on Bobby Lashley. Looks like he's aligned himself with Omos big ass. All right, so if we didn't know, now you know Bobby Lashley's 100% face. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of curious about this Omos MVP alliance. And then of course we
It's
got Edge coming
it's
out with
what he
Damian.
needs.
You know, we got Edge and Damian Priest. That Edge spoke his piece. I'm liking this. It's very brood-ish, Undertaker like.
Hmm.
I'm not mad at it though. I need to see how these two gel. I need to see how they gel in the ring, or if Edge is gonna kind of be like the leader, and he's gonna have like some younger talent up under him type.
I'm pretty sure, but I feel like they'll be doing more of his bidding. He'll be the guy that won't have to wrestle a lot because Edge won't wrestle a lot. He'll just do sneak attacks and shit. But when he will wrestle, it's cool. But
Let me ask you
who,
this: Do you
what's
do you
up?
see this version of Edge getting one last title run?
No, no,
Mm,
not beating Roman. No,
damn.
not beating this. Not beating this. God mode. Come on now. Nah, nah,
All right, well, never
nah,
mind, Edge. No title for you,
nah,
buddy.
nah. No title for you. Like I said, unless he decides to drop one of the titles, or that's it. I don't know. Unless they decide to continue to keep two titles, they're just going to have him hold both titles for right now.
Yeah,
Um, then no. That's the only way I can see it happening. Is if it's a multi-man match and that's it. And then that depends on really who you put in that match.
yeah.
You get me Drew and Bobby and Edge and AJ and I don't know somebody else you can add, but I'm not sure who to say yet. But I think you can get a new champion.
I'm sorry, I got caught up in. Hey, isn't it funny that not Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman, he holding the belts looking like Dan Lambert, like he a co-champion and
Hmm.
shit.
Hmm. But he's the special counsel. He's much different. He's much different. He's much more
Oh yeah,
respected.
of course,
Much
of
more
course.
respected. All right. Paul doing what he doing.
Roman Reigns, my boy got 20 pounds of gold on him right now.
Man, that's probably way more than that.
I ain't gonna lie, it'd probably be annoying as shit having to carry that bitch everywhere, all through TSA. That's probably a pain in the ass traveling with it.
I mean, probably. But you can always say, oh, what's this? I'm the WWE champion. What's your name? Roman Reigns. Google me, bitch. I'm the tribal chief.
And now acknowledge me, ho.
And now acknowledge me. And you know what they say? All he gotta do is turn around. I mean, and be like, "Who am I? You are the tribal chief. Acknowledge him." I could just see a whole bunch of people in the airport just saying that.
And TSA looking like,
And
what the fuck
TSA
is
looking
this
like,
cult
"What the
leader?
fuck? Who the hell? What the fuck?" I can see something just breaking out like that. Like you just got everybody just going crazy, like, "Oh, the tribal chief has spoken. You will let him pass."
They're like, oh hell, Roman.
For real, I could see people chatting for him in the airport, man. If they ever didn't know who it was. Uh
Oh
oh,
man.
Roman smashing people. Hold on. Progressive tribal chief. Dallas, Texas. Hell, I can even see a TSA member being like, "Hey, y'all let him pass. Y'all just don't stop the champ."
Mm.
He got shit to do.
Hey
Then the
man,
Usos.
that'd be me. I'm like, hey man, let my twin brother go.
Hey, man. So that's the Usos. Yeah, yeah. Them day one. I said, you know what I'm saying, and that's the special counsel. You gotta let them through. But
Hell
they probably
yeah.
wouldn't even come. But they not coming around us common folks, so they wouldn't have that problem.
Nah, not at all, not at all.
Oh wow, Raw just going off on that. That was it.
That's
That
it,
was it.
man.
Just for Roman Reigns to come out and say, "Yeah, we'll tell you what's going on Friday."
Well, you gotta leave.
Acknowledge me.
You gotta leave us on the cliffhanger. USA getting them ratings up, boy. You put Roman Reigns at the end, they like, all right, now here we go.
Oh man. Okay. Well, that was a very. It was cool to see Cody, but nothing really happened other than Seth Rollins coming out and they shaking hands. Uh, yeah, I almost got a manager now, so MVP can do all the talking for him. We ain't got to listen to him talk, which is good. So that's
Praise the
actually a good
Lord,
thing.
hallelujah.
Hopefully this is a good thing for Bobby to move up to get that world heavyweight championship. I look a Bobby Lashley versus Roman Reigns. I wouldn't be mad at it. Roman's gonna need some competition. It's only a shorthand of guys. I mean, outside of Randy. I mean, let's. I mean, we about to get out of here, but let's really think about it. Who's the next challenger for Roman Reigns? We can say
True.
Cody. We'll add Cody. We'll add Seth. We'll add Drew. We'll add Bobby. Uh, who we'll add Randy. Got to add Randy. We'll add Edge. That's six. Okay, that's at least six legitimate people you can look at or name and say, okay, yeah, all right. Not even though you probably much think that they're not gonna beat Roman Reigns, but at least like if I got to pick out of this six, these are at least six people I would pick out of. Uh, and you could probably name a couple of other people, but just that six alone, like who's got a shot? I asked this question on Facebook. Uh, I said Drew. Someone else said Bobby, but that seems to be it. Who you got, man?
That's it. That's it. Either Drew or Bobby. And if you're talking newer than that, I'd say either Gable Steveson or Braun Breaker. But right now it's looking, super Braun Breaker ish. But he just won his NXT championship back from Dolph Ziggler. So uh
Yeah, that
we'll
happened
see,
on
man.
Raw.
We'll see. I seen Braun Breaker work. I haven't seen Gable Steveson. It seemed like Gable Steveson somebody that they're really trying to put all their resources behind. But Braun Breaker, he's been fast tracked. What 7 months in the company now? Less than 30 matches. Already been a 2-time NXT champion. So yeah, yeah. So if you want to do
Well,
that,
I'm pretty sure Triple H would not have put that on him this early. I can
yeah,
guarantee you that. Not to say that he wouldn't have probably still been NXT champion, but I doubt if he would have got it this early with the flux ability with the flux of guys they had prior to all a lot of folks getting let go. So Braun Breaker, yeah, we might not have even seen Braun Breaker just yet, to be real, but it is what it is. But him winning it on Raw, I guess that's I just people seem to like him. People seem to like him. So, but I don't see him beating Roman Reigns no time soon.
yeah. No, I agree. I agree.
All right, man. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, man. Before we get out of here, man, a couple of things. First and foremost, we will not be on here tomorrow. I want to just iterate that we will not be here tomorrow. We are taking a day off. We are going to rest up. We are going to get ready for Dynamite on Wednesday. Thursday, we talked it over, and because WWE is doing the Evil series, so we decided we want to do a kind of just just a kind of not so much as a recap, but just we want to talk about each episode. We just talk about and the things that happened, the events of each person, and what happened to and what build them up to be some of the best heels in WWE or in just in wrestling period. So we call it Evil Thursdays. So we'll do this, however many episodes we'll do for each Thursday, and then when season two comes out, we'll do it again. But yeah, man, we do something a little different. We try to do something a little new. So Thursday, we'll do that. Haven't figured out the time yet, but we'll figure that out.
Yeah, like my man said, we come up with that new content, but until Wednesday, because it's
Yeah, right. For
dynamite, and
real.
you know what that means. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of Generation Wrestling Podcast. As always, it's yours truly, the 28-year-old piece of gold. This is my brother, my tag team partner. He is a flash in the room, too cold. We'll see you when we see you. Peace.